All right, everybody, welcome back to another wonderful evening of some Valorant action from the Cincinnati Lions. Tonight, what we have going on is two different games for you. We do have the Cincinnati Lions Orange. We have Cincinnati Amayo, Ego Death, new player to the Cincinnati teams. We have Fiction, Winkleberg, and Nova leading off for the Lions Orange tonight. We also have the Lions Gray playing, and we'll be transferring back and forth between those matches. As always, usually have some sort of technical difficulty of one type or another, so please let me know if you do have any audio problems between either my voice or the game itself, and I'll make sure to get those corrected as soon as possible. So, what we see right here is we do have, right off the bat, we did join a little bit late. There is one round currently for the Augusta Gnomes against the Lions Orange 0. Starting off with the Lions on the defense here on the map Haven this week. We are going to get a full dose of this map. Later tonight, we will have both of these teams playing a second round at 8:15, in addition to a third team joining the match, which will be the Lions Black. For some reason, it appears that the game was paused. Didn't quite see why that had happened. I think they were doing some sort of tech pause for one of the players there. I think I found the first technical difficulty. I think I had Streamlabs music playing, but we'll find out. So, off to the races. We've got Cincinnati Lions Orange rotating quickly after a first pick, going to the Augusta Gnomes. Spike being pushed to the A site. Mayo has height over them, but does get taken down by Odin.
Spike planted.
Ego Death, brand new to the team.
My camera is destroyed.
Around the outside. Does go down to Odin Better as well.
Flawless.
Flawless victory to the Augusta Gnomes, bringing the score 0-2 for the Lions Orange.
Smash in the front door while you sneak in the back.
Let's go ahead and get back to one of our Lions players here. Don't forget to cheer on our Lions, give them good encouragement, let them know that they do have supporters, friends, and family members that do watch these streams. And don't forget, if you have not began following this Twitch channel, please do, for all updates when we play Valorant, Apex, Rocket League, any of our other games that we are participating in XP. All right, so does look like the Augusta Gnomes are pushing the A side again.
Cover going out.
Leading me to believe that Amayo might be the first one to come in contact here. Lines are rotating. Ego Death. Oh, I thought might have gotten in a firefight there. Ego Death and Nova at risk of being flanked.
Spike planted.
Winkleberg right on top of that player, but just doesn't know it. For your awareness, the players cannot see the silhouettes that you are seeing. That is because we are in observer mode.
Last player standing.
Ego Death does go down by Deftones. Winkleberg getting a shot off on Odin Better. Holding a pretty strong angle here, but unfortunately that spike is down. And it does not sound like there's going to be enough time. I think it might be best if Winkleberg probably runs away. Rogi taking Winkleberg down, bringing the Augusta Gnomes to a 3-0 lead. All right, I think it might be time for us to go ahead and check in on the Cincinnati Lions Gray. Which may be having some issues, so we're going to keep it on here for now. Double check on that.
Get out of my way!
Scanning ahead. Deploying drone.
player standing.
All right, last player standing for the
Spike
Cincinnati
planted.
Lions Orange. Winkelberg, last player standing last round, is facing a 1v2 situation. Did take out Rogi, but Deftones seals the deal for the Augusta Gnomes with a 4-0 lead. Going to go ahead and try to figure out why the Cincinnati Lions gray aren't showing up on camera, so hopefully we can get them going. All right, so now we should be looking at the Cincinnati Lions gray. Excellent. As you see, they are currently leading 4-0 against the Lake Point Triton. They are also on the defense, similar to the Lions Orange team. For the Cincinnati gray, we do have Dingus, Alpha Raptor, PS Smoke, Josh ID, and Breen. Some of them have been changing their names around, though this is your typical Lions gray team. Does look like we have some contact going here. Dingus takes down Dark Shadow. 2 Lions gray, 3 Lions gray players going down. Man advantage to the Lake Point Triton. Alpha Raptor knocking out Cosmic. Still in the defense. That spike still has not been planted.
Last player standing.
Josh ID, the only remaining defender, is about to come in contact. Is he going to make it? Oh, he's in a 2v1 situation.
One enemy remaining.
Josh ID takes out one. Takes out the second. Clutch victory for Josh ID, maintaining the undefeated 5-0 score for the Cincinnati Lions gray. Great match. Currently, we do have a
Placing sentry.
score update for the Cincinnati Lions Orange versus Augusta Gnomes. They are currently sitting at a 0-5 record, the complete opposite score of what we're seeing in this Lake Point Triton versus Lions Gray game.
Get out of my way.
Lake Point Triton seem to be going pretty close to straight up the middle.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Alpha Raptor running right over there.
Time to hunt.
He's going to get some information here.
Spike planted.
A lot of combat going down.
Here.
Josh ID stunned. Alpha Raptor shooting through walls. Known and suspected enemy
One
positions.
enemy remaining.
Somehow I am avoiding every knock that happens. There we go. We got one on camera. Alpha Raptor does take out Cosmic. 9989. Bringing the Cincinnati Lions Gray to a 6-0 lead. All right, bye phase about to go down in 10 seconds. The defense has been effective. We do see the Lake Point Triton look to be stacking up to rush that A site. We'll see how fast they move forward. Rotation happening very quickly.
Shadows traveling.
We're gonna go and see who gets in contact first. Does look like Breen, Lorem Ipsum, some may know him as. Does go down quickly. Hydra takes out Alpha Raptor as well. Dingus getting blinded, but still able to take down one. Is it going to be enough? PS Smoke does take one from Heaven, and now has that ultimate. Now the spike is planted. Ooh, so close. Ah, so close! But Hydra does take out PS Smoke, and that is going to secure the Lake Point Triton their first victory of
They
this
aren't
match.
impervious. We can do this.
Need a drop. Thanks.
PS Smoke, a sub for this match from the Cincinnati Lions Navy, which is yet to show its full force. Oh, wow. A lot of targets of opportunity there. Does take out Dark Shadow. Is he going to get a second? Almost. Very exciting. Oh, takes down another opponent. 3 go down. And the Lake Point Triton are continuing to try to contest this avenue of approach. The spike has been laid down. This means the attackers cannot win unless they knock out the entirety of the Cincinnati Lions Gray, or they run over here and pick up this spike, which is being observed by PS Smoke. We are getting a little bit of a flank here. Ooh, Dingus does go down. But Josh ID with the surprise gets one, gets both of them. Defenders win, bringing the score 7-1 for the Cincinnati Lions Gray. Very exciting stuff. We're going to go and transition now to back to Lions Orange. Currently sitting at a 0-6 score against the Augusta Gnomes.
Cover going out.
Currently we've got a Mayo and Ego Death, the only survivors in this round. The spike is planted.
Enemy down.
Ego Death gets one, gets two. Switches weapon, can it get the third? Nah. Unfortunately, Rogi does take down Ego Death. Cinemayo going to need to take down this spike, but it is being covered by Rogi. I think that it is about to go off. He needs to get rid of Rogi and the spike. Decides to run and try to keep the equipment for the next round. And still gets shot. The score now is 0-7, Augusta Gnomes. Cincinnati Lions Orange in a little bit of a tough spot. Still a few rounds to go until they swap sides. And for those that may be new to Valorant, it is the first to 13 victories that are going to secure the win for this match. Augusta Gnomes pushing the middle. Fiction seeing if they can get any intel. Most of the intel being where they're not. Mayo goes down as they push into the middle. Ego Death. Fighting off utilities. But a good spray does take down one of the enemies. Fiction taking down 2 more. Man advantage now does go to the Cincinnati Orange.
Last player standing.
We'll see if they can capitalize. Right now, Ego Death, last person alive. Trying to be cautious here, but still doesn't have the time. Rogi takes Ego Death out, bringing the score 0-8 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes.
They think they're better than us. I can tell.
Engelberg getting some target practice off. Now we've been bouncing around a little bit. I'm not sure. It appears that the Augusta Gnomes have been switching up their strategy pretty frequently. You know, going to one site, then another, really keeping the Lions on their toes. Right now we do see them kind of pushing up again towards the middle. Engelberg almost with the shot there. Rogi gets great timing on him. Amayo about to run into a whole team of gnomes. Is blinded. Runs into smoke. Fires off. Gets one. But the attackers win. The Augusta Gnomes win, bringing the score 9-0 in favor of the Gnomes over the Lions Orange. Current score update for the Lions Gray. Favored 9-1 against the Lake Point Triton.
Revealing area.
Looks like the A site is going to be the site to fight for. Ooh, Fiction does get the jump. Rogi does get the trade. Nova getting a good spray, knocking Rogi out. Curious if a flank here happens on the spike carrier from Winkelberg. This is a good position for the Lions. They have pushed back the attackers. Oh, is he going to get this off in time? Oh, close firefight. Winkelberg is alone over here against 3 players. Players deciding not to push him and more focus on moving towards the site. Does get hit by a sentry turret.
Here.
Right now for the defenders, the time is on their side. Right now you do see Nova healing up Winkelberg.
30 seconds left.
Good position for the Lions. Not a whole lot of movement. The Gnomes are going to have to rush here if they stand any chance, and even then, there's no way this bomb is going to go off in time. Ego Death shooting through boxes, hoping to hit somebody. And there we go. Cincinnati Lions Orange do take their first victory of the match, bringing it to a score of 1-9. We have seen comebacks worse than this. Just a few weeks ago, we had a Lions team come back 0-9, just like this score, and ended up winning. So you cannot count them out. Score update for the Lions Gray. Lions are still leading 9-2. Does look like the Lake Point Triton have gotten a second victory during this match. We'll go check them out here in just a second. I want to see if we can get a second score on the board as the Lions Orange start getting into their groove. Lions Orange adjusting to the push in the middle.
Cover going out.
Godeth gets blinded. Doesn't know that they're all right there. There we go. 2 go down. Lions have the man advantage 4v2. This might be the time where we start getting into our groove and making that comeback we were just discussing. Nova concusses, shoots through the smoke. That's okay. Time is on their side. The spike is here. It is not held by the attackers. So as long as the Lions can maintain what they've got,
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
1v1 situation. Can Ego Death hold out? Ego Death has the advantage here where the camera sees everything in this room, and Ego Death only has to prevent the
30
attackers from
seconds
picking
left.
up that spike or knocking Ego Death out. Kind of a cagey situation. It does appear the Augusta Gnome player is hunting for the Lion player. Oh, is it going to be seen on this camera? No. Yes.
I must wait.
Ego Death is aware, is sneaking around.
Cage triggered.
Both players utilizing their utilities. Yes! Excellent job, Ego Death. Does get the jump on Entire for a very nail-biting ending, bringing the score
Last
2-9
round in the half.
in favor of the Augusta Gnomes. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break from the Lions Orange and check in on the Lions Gray, who are sitting at 11-2 score.
I'm gonna take one step past this place.
As you've noticed, the portraits on our Lions Gray teams have changed to red, signifying that they have transitioned to the attack. Timeout being called by the Lions Gray team. 2 more rounds is all the Lions Gray are looking for to have another victory under their belt. They've got a 3-1 record. This would bring them to a 4-1 record, which is pretty solid for the league so far. And a second match tonight. So if you're just joining us, don't forget that after this match at 8:15, there will be a second match this evening. And then on Saturday at 7:30 p.m., we will have more Valorant action for everyone. We'll also have a third team joining the fight tonight as the Cincinnati Lions Black will join and get another game in. Timeout has been completed. Buy phase just completed. It looks like the Lions Gray are going to be pushing towards the B site. Flash goes forward. They do transition to the C site after gaining the information. It is pretty wide open. Lions Gray have taken out 4 players already, which I have somehow missed all of that action. Last player goes down by P-Smoke for a flawless victory for the Cincinnati Lions Gray. Now this puts them at match point, which means that one more victory will bring them to 13, and that will put an end to this match. These have been exciting games. One of the things I do love about Valorant is the ability for a team to change a strategy late in the rounds and make huge comebacks. It's not terribly uncommon, and it's very exciting to watch. So we'll see if the Lake Point Triton can do that today. Great intuition there by PS Smoke. Does miss the player on the boxes, but knew that it was likely they were there. Whoa! PS Smoke goes down. Alpha Raptor goes down. Dingus goes down. There's 2v5.
Enemy remaining. Flawless.
And before I could even switch to another Lions player, they had all gone down. We were just talking about those comebacks. Right now, score 12-3 in favor of the Lions Gray. Score update for the Lions Orange. Does look like they are currently sitting 3-10 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes.
Scanning ahead.
Oops, let me go ahead and get to a Cincinnati Lions player. Lions Gray pushing the C site. Smoke's going down, utilities being used. Players going down left and right.
Spike down, C.
Spike has been dropped. Alpha Raptor does go down. PS Smoke, last man standing.
I got the spike.
Picks up the spike, makes a run for it, comes back, and only has to take out Dark Shadow to put this match at the end. PS Smoke dropping the spike, forcing an action from the defender. PS Smoke knows the enemy player is there, watching that arrow fly out of that door, gets the last pick. Attackers win.
Too easy.
Another victory for the Cincinnati Lions Gray. Great job. We'll go ahead and give a quick peek to the scoreboard before we transfer over to the Lions Orange. Here we did have some high pick performances from Breen, also known as Lorm Ipsum, if you've watched these streams in the past. High scoring job by LVKVK. All players performing phenomenally. Very exciting game. Let's go ahead and transition back to the Cincinnati Lions Orange, where you will see here current score of 4-10. Noticing the Lions Orange are slowly coming back on the scoreboard. I'd like to also point out here that their portraits are red. This is signifying that they are now on the attack. They have swapped sides. Defenders camping in corners. We'll see what happens here. Is identified, but too late. Too tough to switch back after using that utility. Leaves 3 players to 5. 2 players to 4. Winkelberg, Nova carrying the spike. About to come in contact with a couple players. Winkelberg almost takes out Rogi. He's going to have to clear the way here for Nova to drop that spike somewhere. Nova covering the rear, but they are running out of time. Only 36 seconds left on the clock. Winkelberg leading the way.
30 seconds left.
Dangerous position. Looks like they are going to try to speedily rotate to where they believe less opponents are, which would be accurate, the B or C sites. Probably opting to... Looks like the spike is heading towards the C site. Winkelberg might be causing a ruckus here at B, but 1 player left. Can Nova do it? There is a player right there watching that avenue of approach. Doodles takes out Nova, bringing the score 4-11 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes.
Alarm bot out.
Do you see the GGs in the chat? Some of the
Placing sentry.
players on other teams coming in, congratulating them. Let's go ahead and get back to the orange game. Augusta Gnomes putting up quite a fight tonight.
Here.
Not sure where this first contact is going to be made. Fiction taking down Rogi. Firefight opening up here.
Spike down. C.
Wow. Odin Vetter getting the jump with a shotgun on some unaware Lions. 2v2. Smoke goes down. Spike going down. Oh, and the defenders do jump into that smoke bubble and knock out the last 2 remaining players. Bringing the score 4-12 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes. Now we're going to have to see quite the comeback here from the Lions Orange. Otherwise, this is going to be a victory for the Gnomes. Only needing 1 more round win to secure this match. Lions Orange do call a timeout. Curious what they're discussing. Curious how they're thinking to change or not change their strategy to try to catch up here. They will have to win 8 in a row to keep the game going. Because in Valorant, you do need to win by 2 matches, not just hit 13, but you have to hit 13 and be 2 ahead. So if they were able to tie up the game, then there's a chance that we might get more Valorant tonight, which is always a good time. Exciting match nonetheless. 5 seconds left in this timeout. About 12 more seconds before the bye phase is over for them to finish their thoughts. And we'll see if that timeout was going to be the game changer. And if they discussed a strategy that will give them at least 8 wins in a row. Looks like they may be playing some sort of spread. Having players approach both the A side and the C side with the spike heading up towards the middle, towards the B. A little bit of slow playing here. The Gnomes being very disciplined. Rogi does take down Winkelberg. You'll notice defenders, they're in no rush. They are not crossing this mid line. They are keeping observation of the sites their main priority. Maybe seeing action here.
Scanning ahead.
Fiction checking left. Is he going to see this player? Does see the gun poking out. Does miss through the boxes. Doodles
Spike down. C.
absolutely
Last
popping
player
off,
standing.
taking off 3 of the Lions.
Defenders win.
And the Augusta Gnomes do take that victory from Lions Orange with a 13-4 score. We'll go ahead and check out the scoreboard real quick, and then we'll go ahead and pause. I'll probably close the stream down, and we'll get it back up and running. Oh, we missed the scoreboard. Shoot, I think I messed that up. Back up and running for the matches at 8:15. So feel free to tune back in about a half hour, and we'll have 3 more Lions teams ready to go.